Governor Jiwaka.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My supplementary question goes to the Honourable Minister for LG, along the same line with Honourable Member Jimmy, who just raised it recently, just now. My question relates to my province. Last month, I had my first PEC meeting, and all the council presidents were supposed to be in the PEC meeting, which is required, and they attended. But before that time, one LLG in my area, all the councils got together and put a vote of no confidence against the president. And that process went through, and the sitting president was voted out. And the next day, I had to have my PEC meeting. So this is the situation I had. My question will be very simple and very short one. But what I'm trying to do is give a bit of reason behind what had happened, so that this House can be aware of what's happening in my province, but it could be happening in your provinces as well. As I said, there was a vote of no confidence against the sitting president, and he was voted out by the majority of the councillors. So then I had to convene a meeting the next day, and I had an issue where I had to either accept the sitting president to come into the meeting or allow the new one coming in after it's been sworn in. So that's the problem I had. But the issue here I want to raise with the minister is, my question is that with this vote of no confidence that's being instigated by council members themselves to vote a sitting president out. Now, is this a practice provided in a law, and that can be entertained at the LLG level, or is it not allowed by law? Minister, would you answer that, and then we can see where we are, because a lot of the council members in each of their respective LLGs, they're camping, and they are going into camping and spending a lot of resources with a view to unseating the current president. And this is what's happening in Jiwaka right now, as the Honourable Member for Jimmy has alluded to. So we've got this situation. I'd like some clarity on this vote of no confidence. And in my case, I literally have two presidents from one LLG as I speak. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Assistant Speaker. And once again, I thank Governor for Jiwaka for this important question. I think it's important that we should ask questions so we get clarity on the issues that are confronting your provinces and as it applies to your province and LFG. So if I can answer questions. Otherwise, I have to seek advice from my department. But it's an important question, and I think immediately after election, we are experiencing election of presidents, and especially in the case of where vacancy occurs. In your case, it's somewhat similar. My unqualified view is that if there is vacancy, which I will check with my officers, if there is vacancy, then the voting in of a new president is obviously legal. But in the case of vote of no confidence, in the case of sitting president, I need to seek advice on that, particularly what does the law says about this particular occasion. But again, I can only talk about in terms of unqualified statement, and that is vote of no confidence is a normal practice in democracy that we have inherited, and it happens in politics. So whether we like it or not, it will happen. But to support you, sir, I will check with my officers, and I can then advise you in writing so that your mind is put at ease. Similarly, a member for Jimmy has raised the same issue. I will also check on my officers as to what they are doing on the ground. If they are doing their job, they need to explain to me. If it is politically motivated, I need to know why are they doing those issues on the ground. We need to have harmony on the ground. We need to have governments operating without having to, fight themselves. We are important arm of government. We need to deliver to our people. Thank you, sir.